Hello, everyone. Hope you are doing well. So there are amazing, beautiful women here. I'm so excited for the today's session. So if you want to share anything, which we are starting in a bit. So if you want to introduce yourself or want to say anything, the floor is like open right now. So I'm so excited to see beautiful faces. Yes, Hira, if you want to share something.
Just give me a second. Yeah, I want to just.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. So I think we have people are joining us. So, yes, welcome everyone. Nice to meet you, Alex. Oh, I'm so happy. When I was making the posters of everyone, I was saying, oh my God, these people from the different countries. And I am so excited to hear different, like different opportunities, what you have been in your countries, like what kind of women are doing, what empowerment they are showing, like the skill sets you have. I was reading your profile and they were so amazing. I was very fascinated the work that you are doing in the Brazil, in Philippines, in like Bangladesh, India. So it's like in the US. It was so amazing. I never thought that this in this conference I'm going to meet such a beautiful ladies. So if anyone want to introduce themselves or want to share anything regardless, so the floor is open.
Okay. Hi, guys. Hi, everyone. And first of
Hello.
all, happy International Women's Day to all the beautiful and strong women out there. So today is the day we celebrated. Just though every day is our day, but since this is the title we have been given just to celebrate it this day, so um, happy International Day to all. International Women's Day to all of you. And one thing, just taking the advantage of the platform which we are on, one thing I want to share is like this is my personal experience. First, like when I started my career, I was I got into this unnecessary competition. I was in competition with my, like, not no competition, not in healthy sense, but the negative one, which gives you a lot of frustration and you know like in which you are always in the race, and you need to be like dressed up well, and you need to take care of yourself well, and then just that unnecessary competition. Though even it has its own positive side as well, but we as a, like, I don't know why we have given it some negative taboo, especially in our society. So even I was in that race for so long, but there was a setback in my life when I realized that just empowering myself, or just doing things for my own self, it's not helping me out. Like, it's at least it's not giving me the satisfaction which I wanted to have after I had my education. So that's how I realized that I also, like, okay, I'm educated for myself, but I also need to do something for the society. And that's how I started engaging with people. I started volunteering with so many organizations, especially the youth led initiatives. So engaging with them, getting to know them, and then just contributing towards solution. There was something which was giving me the inner satisfaction, that okay, like, even I'm helping someone out with some stuff. So even if you're doing this first, like, for others, but in that journey also you are getting a benefit to yourself as well, because that's how people recognize you, that's how people see you and get inspired from you. So that was my I since I graduated last year. So in this in this my short professional life, I have learned this so far, that the sense of giving to someone else without any without expecting any reward, it is everything you need in life. Like, the satisfaction which you get from it, it is something which you can never get anywhere elsewhere. So that's all.
Over to you, Anam. Like Hira, you have said like amazing thing. I know I have felt a lot of things like you have said. So when I was starting my RT, it was really hard. Like seeing my RT from this perspective, I never thought I could make it up. But as like the time is passing, I'm really trying hard. My RT is growing. And I'm finding a lot of people, a lot of women, young, like or elderly people as well, the youth, and I'm so happy that step by step I'm going to build something for the women, for the youth that are around. And more power to you, Hira, and every woman that is present in here and not over here, cross border, everywhere. Like more power to you, everyone. So I think we should start. Over to you, Anam. Thank you so much.
Uh, Thank you so much, Ma'am Anam and Ma'am Hira, for talking about the journey out there. I would say, definitely, it's amazing that we all joined for such a pleasant day and for such a pleasant event. We together can uplift to one another. Firstly, though, I just welcome you all to this women's strengthening session. Ma'am, screen is not shareable. Okay,
Uh,
fine.
now,
Okay, I'm audible and visible to everyone out there. Okay, thank you so much. Firstly, welcome to all the friends and attendees out there. Welcome to this women's strengthening session that is SheRoar. Basically, a woman voice strengthen and women who empower each other. Basically, it is a initiative by Artery with collaboration to Jatan Foundation, Nutrimex, Salman, Dastan, DGP, which is Textile Graduate Planet, Women in Climate, and Yes Tech. To all the thank you to all the collaborative partners out there who join us for this very beautiful cause. I'm very grateful and delighted by the fact that women from all across the globe gather here and give join this session and will give a valuable time for this event as we have women from US, India, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Philippines, and all out there who will join us and will give 5 minutes of the speech to tell about why and what really is it important to all of you, because today we mark a very special occasion where we come together to talk about the diversity of women empowerment globally, whether it is celebrating achievement or it's collaborating or it's simply enjoying each other's journey. We are here to promise that today we will fill with a moment of inspiration and connection with each other. Let's start with a very important and guest speaker. Before that, I would like to introduce what really are trees. Ma'am, can you move on with the next slide? Let's start Kate, the initiator behind this cause, advocacy reform platform for youth and change maker. Through our mentoring sessions and workshop, we empower Pakistani youth to fight for global sustainable development goals. Our aim is to build capacity for advocacy in youth for sustainable development goals and social change. To this end, we are working hard to transfer power and agency to those who need it to enable them to work for their own and society development. I will definitely congratulate Ma'am Anam for putting such a great initiative out there, for helping to all the women out there and to create a platform for women to stand by on their own and uplifting each other. Thank you so much for a great initiative. As we all know, all speaker will be given 5 minutes of their time. At the end, we will discuss if anyone have some query related to that topic or anyone want to discuss something. We will discuss it at the end of this panel. So I will highly request you all will move on with your only 5 minutes of the discussion so that all of them can get a time with that. Firstly, the guest speaker.
Yes, thank you very much. My name is Dr. Alex. I'm joining from the Philippines. I'm a startup founder and I have an edtech company and it's been here for 4 years. I actually am welcoming some of my partners. I have my partner here, Ma'am Ira, who's joining us from the Philippines, from Taiwan. Actually, she's from the Philippines, and Sir Anthony from First Services. So I'll start already. I prepared a speech and not a presentation of PowerPoint. So it's more of a speech. So may I start already?
Yes, ma'am, you can proceed with that. It's okay if there's no presentation, you can move on with that.
Thank you. How high could you rise if you were not shaded by compromise, by mediocrity? Sometimes you feel you are restless when you are in a situation. Then you realize you are destined for something big, greater than you. Sometimes your assignment is too important that you need to sacrifice and realize everything that revolves around you must contribute to something in your life. Good evening. My name is Alex Reyes, a woman founder from the Philippines. Confucius said, a journey of 1,000 miles begin with one single step. Today, I challenge us all to collectively pledge to break the shackles of bias and stereotypes that have confined women to the shadows for far too long. Our presence here is a testament to the fact that women can, and more importantly, that the strengths and positions we hold are not defined by our gender, but by our qualifications and capabilities as human beings. Growing up, we were bombarded with societal stereotypes. Boys must not cry, they should be brave and avoid playing with dolls, while girls were expected to embody sweetness and everything nice. Even our gender reveals perpetuate these stereotypes, with blue signifying a boy and pink a girl. These ingrained beliefs have persisted in our culture and society since time immemorial. Now, here's some truth. I know for a boy to play with dolls, he may be learning how to take care of siblings or be a good father later on in life. When girls are tough, they must be building their character to be leaders someday. When women have a child, employers worry she might not perform better because she has a child now. And when men have children, he's expected to work harder because he will be the provider. But don't you think women want to perform better too in order to become a good provider, while men also want to spend time with their children longer than being at the office and them missing quality time with family? It is the 21st century, and this is what we still look at. So let us break the stereotype. Join me as I share with you life lessons and experiences throughout my career. Let me take you on a journey to Silicon Valley. This will be our starting point, and we will end with March 8, 2024 together. I feel like it was just yesterday when I joined a virtual charrettes sponsored by Silicon Valley. It was about 12 a.m. when I was interacting with people from different parts of the world in my bedroom. We were to come up with solutions that can help promote education in these most trying times of COVID-19. As I was busy interacting with a group inside, a man enters and greets us. Hello, guys. Oh, I see a unicorn inside. He referred to me. I was wearing my unicorn headphones because I thought, why not? Attract what you want to become one day. By the way, a unicorn is a $1 billion company, and the man that greeted me was no other than Michael Moe, founder of Coursera, Duolingo, and Starbucks. He then invited us to join his boot camp. With 3,700 participants in the boot camp, where we were asked to dare to dream and don't stop believing, I met some interesting people along the way. Silicon Valley is, by the way, the mecca for founders like me. So COVID-19 is not as bad after all, I thought. Indeed, opportunities present themselves even in a time of adversity. It was a 7-week sprint to build confidence, capabilities, connections, and courage. One group where I belonged was Asia, where there were only 3 of us, with Rene De Los Santos, a Filipino, as a quarterback. First week was the magic of thinking big. Believe it or not, this happened in one of those days where I discovered the Philippines ranked last in reading and comprehension, math and science in the recent OECD report during that time. 80 over 80 countries. So we were the last. What a wake up call for us educators. And instead of just sitting around, Yes Tech was born. This is the start of the magic of thinking big. The vision with Yes Tech is to have a powerful platform that is indeed the solution in delivering the virtual campus of the 21st century. Now, I'm passionate about youth and women empowerment and pushing the boundaries of girls to excel. So, what if we could think outside the box to challenge these norms? Let's start with me. I'm aware of what I can bring to the table. I, as an educator, have the expertise and knowledge in the world of edtech. To the leaders out here, here's some valuable information I found that us women have advantage over men. Yes, you heard it right. Number one, we have high emotional intelligence, and therefore it means that when it comes to managing our teams, we lead by example. We show compassion when our workers get sick. I sent my worker medicine, money, food to show how much I care. This is innate, and so we capitalize on this to lead our business into a transformational organization where workers are grateful and feel inspired. Second, we are dynamic and adaptable. In a survey by Bain Company of 350 women founders, it was concluded that women-led startups are resilient and quick to adapt. This, I believe, I was once caught off guard when I came into a verbal agreement with a friend that said our products are complementary of each other and his team would market Yes Tech for me. Then I realized I was left in the air. I felt betrayed. And in 2024, we meet again, eye to eye, same table, and I called him out for what he did. And he played innocent, but I told him, thanks to you, I discovered more solutions and I have paved my way to a better path and have found the values that I really hold on to. It is not about being a man or a woman. It is about being human, conscious, aware, and kind. Good thing I have never given up. I have that attitude. Every day I show up to slay. Women are less likely motivated by money than male founders. So that's like the third thing that women have over men. We think about long-term financial gains rather than men, despite the glaring statistics that reveal only 15% of tech founders are women, and the gender gap report in 2020 goes, there's a projected 100-year wait for gender equality to be achieved. I firmly believe that we need not use the I'm a woman card as an excuse. Here is why. My startup reached number one in the region in 2020. And through my leadership, we secured victories in pitching competitions sponsored by PhilDev, UNDP, and Australian Aid. Notably, most of my employees are men. In
So,
2023,
ma'am,
we
uh, s-
qualified into Unicorn. Yes, I'm almost done. Ranking
okay,
in the
thank
top of startups in India with immense potential. I draw my energy from those who seek my guidance, respect, and trust. We are not only solving problems, we are solving what's happening in our lives. So I ask you all to embrace your true self. Being a woman is good enough. Our power lies not in conforming to societal expectations, but in breaking free from those chains and showcasing our authenticity. Let us celebrate International Women's Day by recognizing and appreciating the strength, resilience, and capabilities of women around the world. Together, we can rewrite the narrative and build a future where gender is not a limitation, but a source of strength and diversity. And so I end this speech by encouraging listeners to be bold, be brave, dare to dream, and don't stop believing. This is Alex Reyes, and I'm a founder, a woman, and most of all, a human being. Say yes to learning with all your heart And I dream of a first world Philippines through our collaborative, impactful solutions. Good evening.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for this. It was amazing. Definitely, there is no force more powerful than a woman determined to rise. David, with us, the topic today is leadership in a male dominating world, paving the way for women. Welcome to the session, ma'am. If you want to introduce yourself, firstly, you can go for that, and I will highly recommend you would limit your speech with 5 to 6 minutes so others can also have that time. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, everyone. It's a honor to be here in this panel with a powerful woman in this important day. So to start, I want to highlight that I don't like much to say Women's Day, because today it's not only this romantic woman day, it's a political day. So today is the day to highlight the struggle of women, to remember the progress that we made, and to say so much more that is needed, and we need to continue this fight because it's not easy to be a woman in this world, and it's so good to have this space to listen other women from everywhere in the world and to talk to about my experience. So I'm Karina Davi. I'm from Brazil. I'm an organic farmer here in Brazil. I work with organic production and agroforestry production. That unfortunately I don't have time to say what is agroforestry production, but it's a way to produce food where we consider it the way how nature do. So we try to do as like nature do because nature is perfect. Uh, but I'm here to say that in most parts of this organic and agroecological way to farming to produce food, we have lots of women that take this far front of the transition for a sustainable world, the transition for our organic and regenerative farming way to produce food. And women are in this far from to this change about this climate crisis that we live. So once we want to face this climate crisis that we live, we need to have more women in the space of decision because we are these people that are doing and working for to have this changing. And just to share with you all here some numbers about this situation in this rural zone. What I want to share here is the perspective of a woman like me, a farmer like me, and how is this situation at the rural zone in the world. So the women make 43% of the global agriculture labor force, but only 15% of the landholders are women, and only 2% of the organization that are in this food system work have women in this power decision. So why this? Why the women are working to grow food, but women don't have these lands in our name, and the women are not in this space of decision making. So what I want to highlight here is we are not only this labor force. We are here to talk, we are here to listen, but we are here to grow together this change that we need to this way to grow food. So we need to be at this space of decision making. We need more women in this powerful spaces of decision. because we believe that without feminism, there is no agroecology. Without feminism, there is no organic food. Because it's not fair to say we have an organic apple, organic corn, organic food once we have this relationship at the farmers in food system that are poisoned. It's not organic. I can't say an apple, for example, is organic if this apple was produced by a woman that lives some kind of violence. We can't say this apple are organic if in this cooperative, for example, that this apple are being commercializing, we have only men in the decision space, so what I want to say and highlight here is to have an organic food, we need more women in these spaces. Once in 4 years ago, I've been in a director board of association about organic food, organic farming. We was 500 families producing organic food, and me and more 4 friends, we've been in this space of this board, this direct board. And even inside this organic and agroecological movement to grow food, we had lots of problems with men. Even if we was talking about organic food, we was only woman in this director board, but we have lots of problem with machismo. So I started my speech saying we need more women in this space of decision, in this space of voice. But what I want to highlight, we need to have good situation to this woman to be at this space. Because the first step is to be at this space, to have more women in this decision-making space. But second step is to have good condition to this woman to be at this space, because what we want is to contribute. What we want is to work, but we don't want to work and have problem to be there, and have problem only to be a woman. We want to be to have support to be at this space. So the key message that I want to give in these 5 minutes is that more women in decision space, and good condition, good environment to this woman to be at this space. Because this woman, like me, like my friends, we want and we need to work for organic food. We need to face this climate crisis. And for this, we need women together at this space. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, Karina from Brazil. And definitely your talk on organism was extremely delightful to hear that. Thank you so much to join us for this session from Brazil. It was amazing to listen you and share a screen with you. Thank you so much. We move on with the next candidate, that ma'am, Dr. Taiba Masood.
My video is on. Everyone can hear me?
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone, and especially beloved women of strength and resilience. Happy Women's Day. Thank you for being here today as we gather to discuss something why important, that is women health and wellness. We will discuss why self-care is important and how we can support each other in maintaining our health and happiness. Let's start this journey together to prioritize self-care and advocate for the well-being of women everywhere. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. So let's start with reflecting on the words of fashion icon Diane, who once said that the most important relationship is one you have with yourself. Remember, your body hears everything your mind says. So stay positive and being kind to ourselves are an important component of maintaining good health. Today's conversation is not just about ideal well-being, it's about empowerment. As Anupam wisely said, empowerment of women leads to empowerment of the community. So some of the relevant data that highlights the human health issues are maternal mortality. Globally, approximately 180 women die every day from preventable causes related to pregnancy and childhood. Breast cancer is the most common cancer among women worldwide, with over 2 million new cases diagnosed annually. 214 women of reproductive age are in developing country who want to avoid pregnancy are now choosing a modern contraceptive method. Cardiovascular diseases are the leading cause of death for the women globally, accounting for 35% of all female deaths. And most important, 1 in 3 women worldwide has experienced either a physical or sexual intimate partner or violence or non-partner sexual violence in their lifetime. So this all data highlights the diverse health challenges women face globally, underscoring the urgent need for increasing attention, awareness, and action to improve women's health and well-being. So let's start with the self-care. Simply in the hustle and bustle of our daily life, it is easy to overlook the one person who need our care the most, and this is ladies ourselves. Self-care is not selfish; it is important in our physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Just go through generally 4 types of the self-care: physical, mental, emotional, and social. So physical self-care can be as simple as regular exercise. Emotional self-care involves setting boundaries, and mental self-care may include mindfulness practices. We ladies, being ladies, we often hear that I have no time for our self-care. However, even a small intentional movement can make a significant difference. So some practical tips in daily life for the self-care is begin your day with a few minutes of mindfulness. Stay hydrated throughout the day by carrying a water bottle. Have specific time in the day to disconnect from electronic devices. Use this time for activities like reading, walking, or simply enjoying the present moments. Choose a good nourishing snack such as a fruit, nuts, and vegetable during the day. Learn to stay and always remember, learn to say no when necessary. Setting boundaries help manage stress and prevent burnouts. Spend time outdoor, even if it is just for a short walk. Schedule time with the friends or loved one, whether in person or virtually, or have a sense of community and emotional well-being. Release emotion through expressive writing. So, girls, remember self-care is a personal journey, and it is essential to find activities that resonate with you. Self-care is not a luxury, but a necessity. Take a moment each day to take care of yourself because you deserve it. So, talking about the power of advocacy in women's health. So, as we know, advocacy plays a key role in shaping the landscape of women's health, driving awareness, influencing policies, and bringing positive changes. Let's talk about the significance of advocacy and draw inspiration from successful women's health campaigns. So importance of advocacy is creating the awareness, influencing policies, promoting positive change. Creating awareness, the Breast Cancer Awareness Month campaign using the pink ribbon symbol is one of the example. And influencing policy advocacy mobilize collective voices to impact policies that shape women's health outcome. So one of the example is the Women Health Protection Act advocating for reproductive rights and access to safe abortion, and promoting positive change. So that was a very popular campaign, that Me Too movement, addressing sexual harassment and assault, shedding light on the mental health consequences. So other inspiring examples of different campaigns are like a girl campaign, Every Mother Counts, that raised awareness about the maternal mortality rates and campaign for improved access to maternal health care. And there was a one very popular initiative, UN Women, encouraging men to become advocate for the gender equality, and that was He for She movement. So, if let these examples inspire us to amplify our voices, advocate for change, and create a world where women health is a priority. So, I conclude my session by saying let's collectively struggle to create a world where women health is important, where self care is celebrated, and advocacy leads to positive change. Let's commit to begin agents of change, whether it's through practical self-care, advocating for women's health. Each of us has a role to play in creating a world where women succeed. So, girls, thank you for your time, engagement, and commitment to the well-being of women. Together, let's continue on that journey towards a healthier world for all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, Dr. Taiba Masood, for your valuable words and so much into this. Thank you so much to be here and sharing the screen with us. Now, I would request if ma'am Kuratulan Sumro is present there.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. Firstly, I will take few minutes of there to introduce you. Ma'am Karatulan Sumru brings a wealth of experience as multi-talented development partition, holding a master degree in sociology. Over 12 years of expertise, she has dedicated herself to designing, implementing, monitoring, and leading development projects in her home country, that is Pakistan. The topic today of the session is redefining beauty and beauty standards, embracing and diversity and inclusion. Welcome to this session, ma'am. If you want to introduce yourself further and you want to add to your introductory part, you can. And now you can look forward to that. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much, Miss Anam, and good evening, everyone, and happy Women's Day. Nice to see you all here. And yeah, my topic is redefining beauty standards, embracing diversity and inclusion. So I wanna link this topic with some of my experience right now. What I am working with development of NGOs with multiple organizations. So I will connect this topic with women with disabilities, the most vulnerable and poor community here in our country and or worldwide. So they face a lot of social and challenges and physical barriers and discriminations. So I recently done this project with women with disabilities, and that was the I trained that 115 women with disabilities in Karachi, and this was a great initiative. I worked with the Handicap International, and so the community was like most deprived and ignored. No one was looking and no one was supporting the women with disabilities and most ignored women. So this was one of my best initiative in my life, and then the project I worked with, and I feel proud myself while working with them. So we organized trainings, skill trainings, economical development trainings, and we connect them, the women with disabilities, with the linking industries and companies. We organize a job fair for those female, and we connect them with the economical opportunities. So if I'm connecting my topic, then um, I will define it's like that they are this ignored community. So we connect them with the self love. We make them realize that you are as a human being. You can also do a lot of in your life, and you have some rights. So we connect them with the basic rights, and we empower them with their basic rights, and that was a successful. We we give them a confidence, and uh, that the women with disabilities are unique, and they can also do a lot of things in their life. So um, it's the inclusion. It was a inclusion and diversity, definitely. So we connected 115 to 300 women with disabilities in multiple sector, and we organize job fair for them. We connect them with the industries, in the lot of industries, and um, now they are empowered, economical sound, and they're supporting their household and even their families, even, and they are most confident. So I would like to uh, connect all these women with you in this platform too, and they can even share their stories. They can share their experience, um, the what kind of challenges they had, and what kind of opportunities we can provide them. We can create them for them, and that was a, that was my experience, and I wanted to share here in this platform, connecting women with disabilities. And here I connect the redefining their beauties, and they have also a kind and loving soul, and we need to encourage them, this community, and um, we need to meet them. We need to create inclusive groups, that not these communities, these people are not excluded. So we need to, and I definitely would like to work with them, and along with the uh, other here the activists, other groups on, definitely. So it was one of my initiative and my project, where I work with the women with disabilities, and then I connect these group with this topic. And uh, thank you so much, all of you. I hope you guys understand the topic and the project and the community and the work. And in a brief, time is just short, so that's why I just want to conclude the this session right now. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your valuable words. Yeah, definitely, we get your points and what you want to deliver. We get that very well. Definitely, time is too short because the words can't be explained in words, but we have to do that with a shortage of time because we have the speaker lineup. Thank you so much for
Thank
joining
you
us.
so much.
Thank you. The next speaker with us, before giving the name, I would definitely say, just for all the women out there, she's a dreamer, she's a believer, she's a roar, she's a achiever, and she is you. This is for all the brave souls, for all the brave women out there. You are the dreamer of your own world. Let dream and build your own dynasty. With us, we have Ma'am Hira Khalil. Welcome to this session, ma'am. Before that, I would take a few moments to introduce ma'am. Basically, she is a communication expert, change advocate, and engage in initiatives like Jury Women Building Peace Together with over 4 years of experience in communication in mass media and social media and marketing. Welcome to this session, ma'am. I'm audible to you.
Hi everyone.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi guys. Yeah, hi Anam. You're audible to me, and thank you for the kind words. So, hi all lovely, strong, and empowered ladies here. And it's an honor to be here and connect with you all. So, on this International Women Day, as we gather here to celebrate the strong spirit of women, it's important for us to reflect upon the need of the women empowerment in business sector as well. So the narrative of business, women in businesses is ever evolving, but there remains an urgent call to break the barriers and foster an environment where female founders can not only thrive but also transform the industries, right? So today we'll be talking upon the some tips and tricks and the path towards women empowerment through the lens of business innovation and sustainability, and the lessons for female founders. So it's very important to keep in mind that women role in business is not only required for diversity and equality, but it's also due to the universal fact that there is no state or no institution which can develop ignoring the half of its population, which is women, right? So, and in also in the global commerce, women have played an important role as visionaries, leaders, and as change makers. Yet the need for a more inclusive business landscape persists, where women not only find a seat, but they also need to contribute actively to shape the agenda in wider terms. So there is an urgency in recognize that women in businesses and not is not only a matter of diversity, but it's also a need of the day, and it's also a driving force for innovation, resilience, and sustainable practices that extends beyond the profit margins and the business models. So now let's discuss the role of female founders in dynamic intersection of business innovation and sustainability. So I would like you all to imagine a world where female entrepreneurs are not just business owners, but they are also hope of change in the narrative of business progress. And to begin with, mm, business innovation and sustainability, the environment is not merely a backdrop, but it's a crucial stakeholder as well. Female founders must lead the charge in fostering eco-friendly practices where business decision is conscious, and it's a step towards environmental stewardship. Lessons here include adopting green technologies, reducing carbon footprints, and incorporating circular economy in their business models. And by making sustainability a core step, female founders not only contribute to the health of the planet, but they also hold a position that their businesses are also environmental conscious, and and also creating some social impact as well. In addition to that, female founders can also take initiatives that focus on profit making to positively impact the communities, the societies in which they are living. Lessons in social stability, sustainability include investing in diversity, inclusion, fair labor practices, and actively engaging with local communities. So, by prioritizing social responsibility, female founders can not only enrich their businesses, but also create a business that resonates with the borders or with the with the audience and with the environment. And last and most importantly, governance is also an important factor which binds innovation and sustainability. Transparent and transparent, ethical, and inclusive governance practice are also important, which businesses need to incorporate into their models. Female founders can also set new standards by ensuring that organizations are governed with integrity, accountability, and a commitment to ethical conduct. So the lesson here is that to create cultures that value integrity, diversity, and stakeholder engagement. So such governance practices not only fortify the foundation of the businesses, but also foster, trust among the investors, the customers, and the employees which work for such businesses. So concluding my lecture, so let's envision a future where women in businesses are not just contributors but architect of social sustainability, and let us empower our female founders with the knowledge and tools to navigate their transformative journey. It's a journey where businesses become a force for good, where innovation is not just profit driven but also purposeful, and where sustainability is not an option but it's an imperative and most important part of the business models. So, and lastly, on this Women's Day, let's affirm our commitment to empowering female founders, who are, who are the champions of the business landscape, and that's not only inclusive but that embraces innovation, sustainability, and brighter future for all. And you can also reach out to me through my LinkedIn, as I could not go into the technical side of everything like the business model, the financial model. So if you need any help in terms of those things, you can reach out to me through LinkedIn. And just at last, taking the benefit of the platform, I would just like to say that be generous, be generous to yourself, be generous to your community, be kind and helpful, because we are the change makers and we need to change the social dynamics positively. And thank you all for the thank you Arti, thank you Women in Climate Pakistan, thank you Jatan for organizing this interactive and informative session. And thank you for listening and your patience as well. Thank you guys, lovely meeting you all, and good evening.
Thank you so much, ma'am Hera. Lastly, what you add was extremely important. That to be kind to yourself, to be kind nowadays we can, and we move on with the next speaker. We have Ma'am Shri Lakshmi Newman from India. The topic today is the power of sisterhood building supportive networks. I would request my co-host to introduce Ma'am Shri Lakshmi. Hi, ma'am. How are you? I'm audible. Lakshmi,
Hi, yes, yes, you're audible. Am I audible clearly to all of you? If you
ma'am,
could
you are
please
audible.
let me know.
Firstly, to welcome to this
Yes.
platform. It's give us many pleasure and to sharing screen with you from India, and it's very I would say empowering that when we come to the platform here, it's not only specified to one country, not specified to one globe out here, but different from and connecting from far away and empowering each another despite of being having some discriminality in terms of everything out there, but still joining here and seeing the words and empowering and seeing beautiful things about the other women dance. A true meaning of celebrating Women's Day out here. Okay, we together connecting with different people and different community out there. If you want to introduce yourself, then we will move on to the topic that Women Sisterhood Building Supportive Network. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much for introducing me and also inviting me here on this very special day. Happy Women's Day to all of you, all young women who have joined from across different countries today. And I have selected the topic which could reflect a bit about the sisterhood term and why is it important. So before getting into sisterhood, I would like to highlight some of the feminist theories which will help us to understand why sisterhood is important, and what are the kinds of struggles that women as women we go through every single day. So from the time I was a young girl, I've been hearing this thing, as a girl, you should sit like that, you should walk like that, you should not do these things because you're a girl. And most of the times it came from my mother or my elder sisters or my aunt or my teachers. And I always used to wonder, I am also a girl like them, and why are they putting a lot of pressure on me? And then later on, when I grew up, as I grew up and I was doing my graduation, my master's, at that time I got to hear about this thing, which is that, women are the worst enemy of women. I've been hearing this for such a long time and innumerable time. So what is it? Why is it so? Why women stand against the interest of another woman? To explain this, to understand this whole politics, we need to just go through one of the feminist concepts under the feminist theory, which is the patriarchal bargain. Every time we just simply take this thing that, yeah, this is true. Me, even including me, I used to think that, yeah, this is absolutely right. The another woman who is standing next to me is the one who is a reason for putting me into a lot of trouble. But that's absolutely wrong. It is the patriarchy that is playing in the role. And the whole thing, the concept has been evolved so many years and years back, and unfortunately we have been taking it ahead through generations and generations. And at least at this point, where it's 21st century, we are all young women and we have enough power to break it. So what is patriarchal bargaining? It's just simply the strategies which have been used by women in order to gain at least a little greater degree of power in this patriarchal society. So that patriarchy, men is the that whole men are leading the whole everything, whatever domains, the family, the organization, everything is being controlled by men. And in this patriarchal world, some women try to get a bit of power through supporting patriarchy. And this is why this patriarchal bargain has been happening in families and sometimes in offices. And one of the best examples I can tell you, which you all can relate, is this mother-in-law, daughter-in-law conflict. So when a new bahu comes to home, what happens is that this mother-in-law tries to explain, in most of the households, she explains the rules and regulations of the family, which most likely that she got the same explanation years back from her mother-in-law, and that mother-in-law would have got it from her own mother-in-law. So it has been transmitted through from generations to generations, and this is a reality we may have even seen or experienced it. And why these mother-in-laws are doing this is just simply to hold on the power. At least a symbol, at least a fraction of the power in that patriarchal family is in her hands. So there is a token of torture, this term token of torture, or the kind of what is it called, the kind of remuneration that these people would get out of supporting patriarchy is the whole reason for patriarchal bargain. So if you also try to dissect this particular word, patriarchal bargain, so bargain is when we negotiate and when we get some kind of profit, both parties get some kind of profit, and that is called bargain. So in the system of patriarchy, this women in power, a bit of power, I won't say completely in power, but a woman who is getting a bit of additional power in this patriarchal system is trying to maintain that power. When a new daughter-in-law comes in, she is scared that the power that she is holding may have to given to her. And the son, if the son is also supporting, then there is so much of issues, and the son will be in between the mother-in-law and daughter-in-law, then there's a huge fight. The entire problem is not the mother-in-law, it's not the daughter-in-law, it's not even the son. It's the system of patriarchy which has been going on. And what is the is there any solution to it? I would say, in one term, straightly thinking, it's very difficult to break this. But if we are uniting, if there is a sisterhood, if the mother-in-law and the other female members in the family is well educated, who understands this patriarchal bargain, and who thinks that this shouldn't, whatever happens to me should not happen to the one who is coming to my house. If that mindset is created, this problem can be solved. And I wouldn't say that it's just sisterhood, or the collectivization of women can do it alone. Men has a huge role. So one of the best examples that I came across recently is an Indian movie, Rani or Rocky ki Prem Kahani, something like that. So in that movie, beautifully explains how this generational trauma has been passed on by mother-in-laws, and how a man or a modern woman like us went through this, and she told the man that these are the things that you have to change in your family, and the man steps in rightly. So it's a collective effort, it's the sisterhood, it's also the support of men. So it's not just that we are alone. We need the support from men. We need men to understand what's happening, and we need everybody to come together and break this whole chain of patriarchy. So next time when you are into any such situation between mother-in-laws, or even from your elder sister or teachers, or even a senior women leader in your organization, just think that it's not them, it's just that thirst of power that they are trying to get. And if we can talk to them and convey them that you are not the problem and or I am not the problem, this the whole problem is the patriarchal bargain, and let's come together and try to break it off. And yes, that's how we can probably make use of sisterhood, collectiveness, and sovereignty among all the women, and also seek a little bit of support from men. So collectively, we make the world equitable. Thank you so much. I hope, there is a lot of problem with the time. I thought I would just uh, do my talk using this example of this movie. Yeah. Thank you.
So much. I would say were- everyone can relate, and I would say it was a very generic topic of simply the topic of everyone, the topic of every house that you out patriarchy and beautifully. Uh, Huge round of applause for such a great and briefly uh, great. Next, we have Ma'am Nusrat Ehsan with us. And include and diverse. Uh, you are here, ma'am.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, ma'am. How are you?
Can I share my screen?
Yes, ma'am. You can share your secret. Just
Okay. Happy Women's Day, everyone. I'm Dr. Nusrat Ehsan, and I'm basically heading the Center for Sustainable Development Goals at the University of Lahore, Lahore Business School. So, being the part of the Sustainable Development Goals, I believe that female empowerment and gender equality, these are the basic rights of the humans, as well as necessary for the overall growth of the society. So, my topic is redefining beauty standards and embracing the diversity. So, for today's discussion, I will be highlighting four basic concepts which are essential, that understanding the diversity of the beauty standards, what the diversity is, why and how these are affecting, and at the different levels how this affects us, and what can be done. So, based on this, we will be concluding with some key messages. So, understanding what is the diversity of the beauty standards can be of different standards, which can be based on the colors, the tone of the skin. For example, in Pakistan, the India, Indo-Pakistan, in these Asian countries, we are more towards a white color. While when we see in the European side, they are more into the black color. They are considered more into the attraction. Similarly, there are the beauty standards which are based on the races. There are the standards which are based on the age, like a particular 20s age or the young age. This is considered more towards the marriage, towards the relationships, as compared to the other ages. Similarly, this is not only for the relationship, also for the job priorities. The young females, these are encouraged more towards the jobs and towards different activities. And most importantly, the standards which we consider are according to the body shapes. There is a lot of body shaming which is related to this, which I will be highlighting later too. That females, especially, they are getting so much comments like they are so skinny, they are too fat, they are too tall, too small. All of these factors make the person so much complex about their shape and their appearance. Also about the sexual orientation, the more towards girls or boys, this is determines their sexual orientation, and the mental and physical ability, the ability to work, and their interpretation, the physical ability to do work, as Dr. Tayeba, I think she was talking about the disabilities of the females. So I think this is also one of the key factors which is included in the beauty standards. Also related to the religion, that how some religions are considered more attractive as compared to the other, and the people are consider them as the standard of the beauty. And also the behavior and the ethics. This is something which I consider that these are the positive towards setting the beauty standards, and this should be the part of the selection, that how a lady or how a girl behaves, and their habits, their behavior and ethics, that should be set for the standards. So there's a need to understand what is the body shaming. Body shaming means this is the action or practices for humiliating someone by making or mocking or critical comments about their body shape or size. So what are the effects when we are following the beauty standards? There are two types of the effects. One are on the person herself, or on the community or the society in which he or she is living. So in a person, if we see, the person suffers a lot from the psychological disorders, which causes the disability or decreases the power to work. So that can lead towards the depression, that can affect the processing or the overall output of the work she can do. That declines the self-confidence. If she or he is continuously getting the bad comments from the co-workers, from the place she is working or living, or from the society, or from the house, even within the family, this will decrease the self-confidence in herself. Similarly, the beauty standards and the body shaping causes a lot of the eating disorders, especially consuming more food or consuming too little food. If someone is getting continuously those comments that she's so fat, this may decrease her, or keeping in the society and maintaining her norms of the society, which are considered as the beauty standards. This can create the eating disorders. Similarly, people even try to commit suicide if they are getting the negative comments from the society. This is one of the very extreme cases. Then the financial cost, this is very important to discuss, that people go towards so many changes in their body, especially through the injections, through the whitening treatments, through different medicines, which not only harm them, but also have the financial cost. And the body fixation activities, which are also one of the extreme, like getting involved in many physical activities or other instrumental activities, which can affect their body. So the effects on the community or the society, this creates the competition, and the competition, this is the negative competition actually. So getting to compete from the other, or competing from the other, creates the jealousy among them, and this also declines their work performance. The economical cost overall, if we see that majority of the females, they get into a large cost which they pay for maintaining their beauty and setting the standards. Then the economical effects and the social issues, other social issues, which creates the disputes, the fights, and the social norms. So how can we refine the beauty standards? One of the key factors is to know yourself. Know what is good for you. Know what can be the best for you. Where do you rely, and love yourself. This is very important, to love yourself, because if you love yourself, you know how to take care of yourself. in a positive way, in a very motivating way. You can, if you feel that your health is not proper, you are too bulky, you are too smart, then it can, if you love yourself, you have to maintain it for yourself, not for the society, not for the people, not for the anyone in the society who comments about you. So this should be the positive motivation within you, to know yourself and love yourself and own yourself, that what can be the best for you. And the last thing is, don't allow anyone to give the negative comments about you. If you love yourself and own yourself, then you have those energy, those powers to make the other people stop saying negative about you. And I think that there is a very much positive role of the media, who can run a good campaign about setting the beauty standards like other campaigns which are considered. I think the media can play a very important role. And also the role of the institutes or the workplace is all very important, because if they set the standards for a positive or healthy growth, and we have the harassment policies, we have the other policies, workplace policies, so this should be the part of the policies. So this is all from my side, concluding that love yourself, own yourself, and beauty is in the soul, not merely in what we see in the people. Over to you, Anam.
Thank you so much for explaining it very extremely, because this topic is really, highlighted, because we have standardized the beauty of women out there with very words which should be with Ma'am Myra. And to introduce Ma'am Myra, I have my co-host Myra Sheikh. So for that, thank you.
Uh, Before that, I want to share something like, please fill up the form in order to get the certificates, all the participants. Over to you, Hamna.
Okay, so hello everyone, and greetings to all the incredible women out there. My name is Hamna Khalil, and I'm your host for today's event. So it was actually really inspiring, and it was actually an honor to know about your stories, your struggles, and your achievements in your field. And it is very, very pleasure to see how you people are creating impact in your respective spheres. So thank you so much, everyone, all the incredible women, for joining today's event. So without further delay, let's move to the next speaker. So our next speaker is Ma'am Myra Sheikh Qureshi, and today she will tell you about the role of women in climate change and also in climate advocacy. So over to you, Ma'am Myra.
Thank you so much, Hamna, for giving me the floor. Actually, today I will speak about her story in 300 seconds, celebrating Women's Day with quick insights and inspiration. So, this is all about like our topic, and I'm Maya Sheikh Qureshi, textile engineer, movers in Y, and doing a lot of other projects as well. And professionally, I'm doing a job in textile industry. So let's start. First of all, I just want to say Assalamu alaikum. Hello everyone. I hope you all are fine, shine, and enjoying good health. Today we are here to celebrate International Women's Day. It is a special day to honor women, their achievements in many areas of life. But according to me, if I talk about myself, every day is our day. So we need to enjoy every day, even every single moment of life as well. Okay, let's embark on a journey to explore her story in 300 seconds. So it's all about, you can say, women. If we talk about the history of women, in the history of women, women have always worked hard to treat it fairly. Like if we want to achieve something, we need to work hard as compared to other persons.
We need to fight for the things like you can say right for the vote for the better job as well, even for the education as well. Education is the most important factor, but maximum of in areas there is nothing related to education as well. So their efforts lead to improvements in education, work, and leadership for the women. Like their efforts leads their achievements. There is a lot of stories of women who achieve a lot of things. For example, there is a woman Mary Cure and Malala Yousaf, and even a lot of other persons as well. Even if I talk about myself, I belong from a village. And there was just 40 houses in that village. And when I started my journey, my education, I need to go to a boys' school. That was a government boys middle high school, middle school. So I started my journey, my educational journey from that school. This is something I want to mention. Like there is nothing for the women in previous years. So but there are a lot of challenges for a woman to deal, like unfair treatment, not proper opportunities, most important unequal access to the education as well. Yeah, and even healthcare as well. So basically there is a female in my room, you can say my roommate. I can give an example of her. Once she was talking with her mother, and her mother was saying, okay, can't go to the doctor. And I was just there, and I after the call I asked to her, why your mother can't go to the doctor. She said there is a rule in our village or in our area, and that we can't females cannot go to the doctors because there is something you can say unethical behind it. But how you can say if we want to go to a doctor, how it can be unethical? So this is all about things the a woman need to overcome all these challenges. And with the struggle she can overcome these challenges. So among all these challenges there are you can say getting better a situation for the woman. We have seen significant progress in the last year related to gender equality. Like nowadays more women are getting jobs, doing jobs that used to be just for men, and become a leader. Even I can give my example again here. I am working in product development washing department, and before sometime before the thinking of the industry was females cannot be a part of that department, and females cannot stand there, females cannot do a lot of work in the washing department. But now they are changing their mentalities. So all this happen because more people are getting knowledge and have awareness about the importance of education. But still there is a lot of work to do. What we can do? So this is our question. What we can do to improve all these things? We can speak against unfairness. We can share awareness. We can guide, and we can you can say we can act like a leader. So this is all we can do for the betterment. So at the end, I just want to say something. You can say a quote. The story of women's fight for fairness is not just about one single person or a single group. It's about all of us who are about treating people right. So, as we are all celebrating International Women's Day, let's commit to speak and stand for fairness and equality for everyone. So, this is all about we can speak in 300 seconds for a woman. So, in the last, I just want to say thanks to all the organizing team, to all the participants, and to all the facilitators as well for giving me the opportunity to speak in front of you. Thank you so much. And I just want a commitment from all of you. Just you all need to speak for the equality, fairness for every person. For you, in short, we can work for the equality, not just for females. It can be for everyone, every person. Thank you so much. Floor back to you.
Thank you so much, ma'am Myra, for sharing your inspirational, life story with us. and for ending your presentation at such a profound message. So let's move to the next speaker. So our next speaker is Ma'am Marvi Lagari, I guess, who is from Pakistan, and she's currently working with Sindh government as a PMS officer. And actually, she prioritizes improving girls' enrollment, and her main, work is regarding elevating the standard of education in her district. So today she will tell you about financial independence, how women can be able to know how they can be financially independent in the male dominated society. So over to you, ma'am Marvi.
Good evening. Am I audible to all of you?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Good evening, all the beautiful queens over there.
Yes, ma'am.
Firstly, happy International Women's Day. This is Marvi Lagari, as I introduced by the host. I'm currently working as a PMS officer in Sindh government, so I better know the plight of women in developing countries, especially in rural areas. I worked in education department, planning and development. Also, I know about the policies gap uh, between the ground realities and policy making. So today I'm going to talk about the finance necessity of financial independence for women empowerment. In the sustainable development goal, gender equality comes on the number fifth goal, but the reality is that we can't get gender equality unless we get financial independence. Okay, why financial independence is necessary? Number one, when any person, male or female, get the financial independent, it gets control over their own lives and decisions when they are not dependent on others. It also allows women to pursue their goals and dreams. It increases self esteem and confidence, empowering women to make choices that align with their values and interests. Their decisions will not be based on the decisions of their husbands, fathers, or brothers. No doubt, we have, as a family, we have to get the consent, but we are not entirely dependent if we get the financial independence. Also, have a better quality of life. For example, if a female is a financially independent, she will have a better investment on her education as well as the education of her children. She will invest on health, her health as well as on the health of her children. Also, she can do entrepreneurship. Through the financial independence, she can achieve the self esteem and self actualization, through which she can handle unexpected situations. Okay, now talking about financial literacy. Many women have financial independence, but they don't have any idea about financial literacy. Okay, that how to save and invest. It happens especially in rural areas that in rural areas, women who are working in agriculture sector, they are financially independent, but mostly they don't have financial literacy, that how to invest, how to save, and where to invest. So, and now I'm going to talk about the several barriers that can hinder the financial independence of women. Number one, limited access to education. In some areas, women may face limited access to quality education, which can restrict their opportunities for higher paying jobs or entrepreneurship. Secondly, gender based discrimination. Women often face discrimination in the workplace, including unequal pay, limited career advancement opportunities, and biases that prevent them from accessing certain industries or positions. Thirdly, lack of financial literacy. I have already talked about financial literacy. Many women may not have access to financial education or resources, which can make it challenging to manage their finances effectively, invest, or start their own businesses. As I talked about uh, the women of rural, where I am working right now, They are no doubt financially independent when they work on agriculture lands, but is because of lack of education, they don't have the knowledge of financial literacy. Also, cultural and social norms are the barriers towards the financial independence of women. We can talk about the patriarchal society and male-dominated society. Even in what I have observed around my family or in my society, that even educated women are not allowed for working because men wants to keep his hegemonic role in the family. So, social expectations and traditional gender roles can limit women's ability to pursue financial independence. Furthermore, limited access to resources and capital. Women may face difficulties in accessing loans, credit, or financial resources needed to start or expand their businesses. This it happens all over the world, but it is mostly in the case of developing countries. This lack of access can hinder their path to financial independence. Also, unpaid care work. Women often bear the burden of unpaid care work, such as taking care of children, elderly family members, or household chores. This can limit their time and energy to pursue income generating activities. No doubt this is a kind of work, but it is a kind of unpaid work, and mostly it is not appreciated. Lack of supportive networks. Women may face challenges in finding supportive networks or mentors who can guide and support them in their in their journey towards financial independence. Now, how can a woman become financially independent? Through acquiring education, the most important way to towards the women empowerment is getting education. Secondly, women can do entrepreneurship activities like in contemporary world. Uh, she can do online business through sitting at home. It's important to address these barriers, and these barriers can be addressed through education policy changes. We need policy changes where there is the gap between the policy making and the ground realities, and creating supportive environments that empower women to achieve financial independence. So I would say in the last that we can work towards breaking down this glass ceiling that only men can earn or men have to work. We have to break this male dominated thought and patriarchic thought. This is a kind of socially constructed thought. So we have to break this glass ceiling and create more equal opportunities for all so that we can achieve the fifth goal of sustainable development, that is the gender inclusivity and gender equality. Thank you very much.
Next, we have Ma'am Saima Pervez with us. I would like to invite Ma'am Saima Pervez. She's from India. The topic of discussion is the power of sisterhood, building supportive network. Ma'am Saima is basically a national delegate for LCOY India 2023 and a co-founder of an organization dedicated to supporting conflicts and affiliated individuals. A dedicated development professional passionate about climate action, quality education, and gender equality. Welcome to the session, ma'am.
Thank you so much for that wonderful and long introduction of mine. First of all, just wanted to know, am I audible to everyone clearly and loudly?
Yes.
All right, thank you so much. And okay, first of all, I would like to thank the organizers for having me today, and a very happy International Women's Day to all the girlies and women
present here. So the topic for me, I know we have some time limitation, so I would try to keep it short. So the topic for me is to talk about the power of sisterhood and building supportive networks. I know my fellow speaker, how she mentioned about the thing, the why this stuff is needed, why the power of sisterhood is needed. She talked about it. I think now I should talk about more how we can do that. As she said very well, औरत ही सबसे बड़ी दुश्मन होती है, ये हम सोसाइटी में बोलते हैं. So let's just try to break that, because we know this patriarchal dominance exists in a society, which is the glass ceiling, which is above us, which is present. And I don't think no one would agree with me when I would say that it's extremely difficult to break that, but it's not impossible to break that. We can definitely break that. But whenever it comes to women empowerment or giving power to women, it's not only about breaking that barrier. You can break that barrier, but what next? What is the next step which you can take? Just assume an example. You are enclosed in a box. You're in a box. You are thinking to break that roof. Due to your experience, the education which you've gained, you would be able to gradually break that roof. But what would you need? You would need a hand. You would need a support to come out of that. How would we create that? That hand needs to be of someone coming from your society. So that's where the role of a woman, a fellow sister comes in. So the thing which is important for us, which is imperative for us, is not only to act as someone who can give you that support, but rather it is to be that bridge. If I am able to learn something, if I am able to uh, gain some knowledge, I should act as a bridge for someone uh, coming at the back, and who can use my way and follow that steps. And as Sri Lakshmi mentioned, it is more of that patriarchal bargain that happens. We need to bear the wrath of that. How can we do that? We know we are women. Everyone used to say that, oh, they are women, they are girls, they are the ones who need attention, they are the ones who are always good looking. So let's do that. Let's do it. Let's show the world that we can do it. How we can do it? There are three things which we all should do and we all can do. First thing, what we can do is appreciate yourself, love yourself. First of all, every day make it a practice, appreciate yourself. Number two, appreciate the ones who are present in your network. It could be your sister, it could be your fellow, it could be a colleague, it could be anyone, any woman. Try to appreciate the women in your network. And the third and the most important thing is, the most or the least I would say which you can do for somebody is to empathize with them. At times it is possible you won't be able to help somebody to a greater extent, but what you can do to them is you can empathize with them. You can show them that if you're not able to do anything to them, at least you're listening to them. Try to listen to them, try to show that empathy. And these three steps I'm telling you, they will definitely help you bring that change. Then what next? As being those, I would not want to say that word, what people do call us women sometimes in their Gen Z code, but yes, let's try to be that also. How we can do that? Let's bring harmony into a society. How we can do that? Support the women. Try to support. Go out with expanded hand, collect women and then go out. So you know what happens at times when, because there are certain women, there are certain girls who sometimes to gain that attraction, sometimes to get that patriarchal benefit, they would at times try to, not support you, but maybe it is quite a possibility due to that social afflict, they would try to, take that first step. Initially they would take it because of that confusion, or let me do it, otherwise people would think bad of me. But trust me, eventually when they will fall into place, they will also try to take that step ahead. So it's for us. Number one, appreciate yourself, appreciate the ones in your network, and then empathize. So yeah, I think that's about me. Just coercing again on that very same fact, it's not only about breaking the barrier, it's about being that bridge, because we all are linked. We are not competitions, we all are linked. Summing it up with Audrey Hepburn's word, that the best thing which you can hold on to in this world is holding on to each other. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Saima, for your deep insight about this topic. We are delighted that you just come here and join us and share your point of view. And now we move on with our next speaker out there.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Salma. Okay, so our next speaker is actually a 20 years old girl who is hailing from the heart of Kabul, Afghanistan, and she's a very dedicated student and currently enrolled in engineering, environmental engineering faculty at Kabul University. And actually, she is very much driven by a passion for making a difference through her studies. So over to you, Shiba. We are very excited to listen to you.
Yes, I'm here. Hello and good estimated time, everyone. I'm Shibana Sri, a girl from Kabul, Afghanistan. At the campus, I would like to congratulate all the women of the world and the dearest ones who are here on Women's Day. Happy Heroes and Ladies Day. At the beginning of my speech, I want to start with a question. Why empowering women through financial literacy in Afghanistan? Empowering women through financial literacy is particularly important in countries like Afghanistan, where gender disparities in education and employment are still significant. Women often face additional barriers to accessing financial services due to cultural and societal norms that discourage women from engaging in finance. However, providing financial literacy training can help bridge this by equipping women with knowledge and skill needed to participate in the economy more fully. This can lead to increased economic opportunities for women, improve financial security, and ultimately a stronger and more prosperous country. In addition, promoting financial literacy among women can also have positive ripple effect on families and communities, helping to reduce poverty and improve overall quality of life. The provision of literacy education in Afghanistan, especially for women, is a crucial step towards empowerment and social change in a country that has focused decades of conflict and associated restriction against women rights. By gaining financial literacy, Afghan women can acquire a wide range of skill and knowledge that significantly impact their lives, their families, and their communities. Here are some some of the key skills and benefits that women gain through financial literacy education in Afghanistan. Number one, saving and investment. Financial literacy introduces a woman the concept of the saving and investment, enabling them to make informed decisions about how to secure and grow their resources for future needs. Number two, banking services. Banking services, women become familiar with various banking services and products such as saving account, loan, and digital banking platform. This knowledge can help them access formal financial service, which are often a foundation for economics independence. Number three, risk management and insurance. Women learn about different types of insurance products and risk management strategies which can protect their families and assist from unforeseen financial shocks. Number four, financial decision making. Financial literacy enhances women's confidence making strategies financial decision with whether related to investment, education, health, or daily financial matters, leading to more balanced and informed choices for their household. Number five, empowerment and independence. By gaining financial knowledge and skills, women experience greater empowerment and independence. They, uh, they are more likely to have a say in household and financial decision, boosting their status within the family and community. Number six, increase confidence and participation in economic life. Financial literacy can lead to increased confidence among women, encourage their participation in the economy, whether through employment or investment activities. Number seven, educational benefits for next generation. Financially literate mother are more likely to invest in their children education and health, leading to long-term benefits for the next generation and breaking cycle of the poverty. In sum up, despite the potential benefits, it's important to acknowledge that widespread financial literacy among Afghan women faces significant challenges, including limited access to education, cultural constraints, and ongoing security issues. Nevertheless, efforts to promote financial literacy are critical to empowering Afghan women and fostering sustainable development in the country. Thanks for your patience. Thanks a bunch for hearing my speech.
Thank you so much, Shiba, for giving such a nice speech. Okay, so as time is short, we can't delay. Over to the next speaker. So our next speaker is Ma'am Yusra Mumtaz. She's a young climate activist from India who is currently pursuing a master's degree in life science while preparing for a junior research fellowship. So today she will tell you about women's health and wellness, how one can prioritize self-care and advocacy, and how women should take care of their health and well-being. So over to Ma'am Yusra.
Thank you so much for having me here. It's been always an honor to be among so much beautiful ladies out there. So, firstly, I would love to wish all of you a very happy Women's Day. And I can already see so many of men joining the session, which is a positive sign that yes, we are shifting towards a good patriarchy, what we are talking about. So, yes, this is what we are creating the bridge in between. That many of the men have joined the session, and I hope they got to learn something new from this and they will try to implement that in the ladies of their life. So, yes, prioritizing our self care and the in today's landscape when we are constantly striving to be our best selves, be it on the fashion sense or for the sake of the social media and all, it's not uncommon to run ourselves into the ground. So while hustling we make our dreams come true, that's amazing, but all that will make sense when we totally take the toll. So we all are struggling to keep up. We are learning to prioritize ourselves and taking the time to care for ourselves, and it's not lovely but it's an absolute essential. So the self care is not a luxury thing but it's a must. We all need it. The way we take care of ourselves and the time we allow to recoup, to rest, it is just as important as the time we dedicate to create our dream life. So when we take time for ourselves, we are creating a space. We need to live a life that is, I would call it a full life, a complete circle.
So whenever we are over scheduled or over tired, so the thing which comes to our mind, it is like we know that are good for us, that are often very first thing to do. And when that happens, the very first concept of being your best self can disappear. We are trying to cover all of the work, but we try to discomfort ourselves by doing all of that. We are not prioritizing ourselves. So prioritizing self care is what allows you, or what makes your life a bit smooth. It helps us to live in a more comfortable and more luxurious way by taking care of our physical health, taking care of our mental health. Everything comes across from the psychology, whatever we are following. And then it also helps us to bring the best of whatever we are prioritizing in our life, the challenges coming to our way. And uh, we could follow some few steps so that we can make our life a better one. Not so hard steps. It could be a 10-minute daily exercise. We could do it just for the sake of our body, just for the sake of our mental health. It could be any form of exercise, by meditating. It could be yoga, it could be anything. We can give 10 minutes from our schedule so that we can be comfortable in ourselves. And nothing more, if we can do, we can also be kind to ourselves, because this is our body and we need time for it. The machine cannot work for whole day. We need some rest, and that rest will be whenever we are being kind to ourselves. We are not being harsh to us. If something is not completed, if something is incompleted, we can leave it in that way it is. So we also need to take care of our diet, whatever we are eating, the good things, the good carbs, everything. And the best way to give yourself some relax from the social media and from the fashion sense, it could be getting off from the social media, because we all know that there is another life, everything, the behind the curtain, there is so much of chaos going on social media as well. So just to make yourself happy, just to see others happy on social media is not the reality. That's the virtual reality, but the real sense is being at the back of the curtain. So we always should try to take a little break from social media, and we should prioritize ourselves, giving time to your personal health, your personal care. It could be in any form, by completing your sleep cycle, completing your any of the thing you love doing, art and craft, anything that you love to do is what that makes your machinery work in a more better way. So shortening my speech, I would say that yes, we are in a we are in a position that we need to prioritize ourselves in spite of keeping others at the front foot. So let's together be the change we want to be, we want to see in others. First we need to be that. And yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your kind words. It's amazing the way you speak and with so elegant. Thank you so much for your time. We move on with the next, and I would highly recommend if you could do it on time and shorten that, because the time is extremely short and we have to wind up. Our members are also left. Few speakers are left. We move with Ma'am Varda Malik. Uh, Hi, Ma'am Varda. I'm audible to you. Kindly.
Hi Anam, am I audible to you and to everyone?
Yes, Ma'am Varda, you are audible. Ma'am Varda Malik from Pakistan is CEO and founder and executive director of Women in Climate Pakistan Organization and e-learning education and training. The topic of today is amplifying women voice, advocacy and activism. How are you, ma'am?
I'm good Anam, thank you for the introduction. Hello, Assalamu alaikum and good evening everyone. First of all, I would like to wish everyone a very happy International Women's Day. So today I will talking about amplifying the women's voices, advocacy, and activism. So we see that in a world where there are injustices and voices often go unheard. So women across the globe have been taking many actions, and they have been rising to the occasion, leading the movements and the grassroots initiatives that usually drive the positive change in their communities. And I would say that from challenging systemic inequalities to the advocating for the rights of the marginalized groups, women's voices are really shaping the social and the political discourse like never before. Women-led movements like my organization, that is the Women uh, in Climate Pakistan, and you will see the other initiatives around the globe, in the world, and in the Pakistan. So many movements have long been at the forefront of the social change, and they have been harnessing the collective power of the voices which are raised in solidarity. There are many large-scale movements and the grassroots initiatives that are led by women, and they are driving change at the local, national, and the international level. So, as we celebrate the power of women's voices in amplifying the stories of advocacy, let us recognize the importance of supporting and uplifting the women led movements, and that we can do by listening and amplifying their voices and for advocating for gender equality. As far as my organization is concerned, so it is a women led climate and environmental conservation organization, and we work for the climate adaptation awareness and mitigation. We have been engaging the youth, and we inspire public activism among the youth, among the women, children, and the girls for the climate, sustainable development, and for the environment, because I believe that the environment is our identity and it is our responsibility to protect it. It was great to be here, and thank you for having me as one of the speaker. It was great to listen to the women voices across the borders and from Pakistan. Long live Pakistan.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your kind words, and highly appreciate you and in your time. Thank you for that. We move on with our next speaker out there.
Hello everyone. Am I audible to you guys?
Yes, ma'am, Shella, thank you for joining today's event. Let me first. Okay, so ma'am, Shella Kabir Raya is a graduate in accounting from Dhaka, Bangladesh, and she currently leader and finance lead at OAB Foundation, which is a youth non-profit organization. She also has experience as an ex-sergeant of the Bangladesh Red Corps, and she showcases leadership in voluntary roles and also serves as an inspiration for women in sphere. So yes, ma'am, over to you. We want to hear the journey and how you are actually inspiration for women.
Hello everyone. This is Shara Kudiria from Dhaka, Bangladesh, and thank you, Ms. Hamna, for introducing me and giving the opportune moment to say something. And I would also like to thank the organizations who are already presented here. And I have chosen to talk about leadership in a male-dominated with leadership skill and how to of Bangladesh. So if I uphold my experiences, if I be able to reveal my latent genius, and in this case, challenges. And um, late, but luckily, an opportunity came in my graduation life. As you all know, that I got a chance to prove my leadership quality in Bangladesh National Cadet Corps is as a female leader for almost 6 years. My leadership activities started from, and now I'm working with an youth-led non-profit organization named OB Foundation, as you mentioned, guys, where I am holding two leading positions as divisional leader of Dhaka and leader of finance of the organization. But this journey of leadership as a girl or as a woman is not so smooth at all. Should I talk about the society of my country? There are still people who look down on women's content. Most of the people think that women are born only for doing household chores, and they think that activities of women are limited only in their house. But that's not actually true. People also think that women can't lead the society, the nation, and the world. Sometimes women face negativity from their own family members. But have you ever marked that women are already proving their leadership through their homework or household chores? Maybe the answer is no. Um, so in this case, I would like to explain how, while the men of family are busy outside there in earning money, women are always there to maintain the family properly. And a woman of a family always keep thinking of the smooth management of their of her household. And this is how, knowingly or unknowingly, women prove their leadership in their own house. So not only this, if I talk about the history of this is about Bangladesh. There were not only men who participated in the war, but also women put their lives on making their country independent. So, but the status quo of Bangladesh demonstrates that women are not lagging behind anymore, and they are playing a vital role in developing their nation, country, and the whole world. And I think there are female leaders everywhere, almost all over the world. They are holding their leading positions of their own. And for instance, if I talk about the organization I'm working in, there are women who are mostly showing their interests to lead different positions. And they want to work to change the world, and they want to put an effective impact all over the world. As women are working on taking climate action, they are trying to change the perspective of the society. And not only this, they are working for themselves and child rights. And as the time is short, I would like to end in with saying few words like, if I say that all the changes that we women want to continue this, I would like to evoke all the people that let's not look down on women's activities. They are not only women, they are also someone's mother, someone's daughter, and we all know and we all can feel that they can play an important role in bringing positivity in all over the society and all over the world. Thank you for giving me this opportunity today. It's over to the host. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am Shaila Kabir, for ending your speech and for sharing such profound messages with us. So now, session on International Women's Day, I think we should like carry forth this spirit of unity, resilience, and progress, and like we should never, never forget that the journey towards this generation is ongoing, and each of us women must have to play their vital role in driving a positive change. So keep amplifying your voices, keep amplifying your fellow women voices, and keep breaking down such barriers that actually hinder your progress. So be an inspiration, support each other, and uplift one another. So over to the Anam, ma'am, Anam, or anyone who want to share anything, or anyone who want to share something as the concluding remarks.
Thank you so much, ma'am Hamna, and thank you, all of you. Without you, the world is incomplete. Without you, the heart feels empty. Let the world blossom with your smile, the way you always have done. This is you. You mean that any woman out there. Firstly, to thank you so much to all of you who join us from different countries out there, share their points, and with so much ease get to know about each other. Once again, thank you from this platform. Thank you, ma'am Anam, for arranging this. Without you, this can't be possible. You are the initiator of this event. Thank you, everyone out there, for your presence here to an unforgettable memory and experience filled with meaningful conversation and new ideas we have get to know about and shared the memories and joys. I think so. We all get new inspiration through this event. Thank you so much for your presence, and I hope we can connect again. Like these platforms are very important. We come forward, share our point of view, connect with each other, and positivity is shared. That's the most important thing. We show unitedness. We show that the positive thing still exists inside us, and these positivity creates a new environment. Over to you, ma'am Anam, if you want to add something, because you are the creator and initiator of this program, this event. I would congratulate you. You have come forward and reunite the women from different countries. It can't be possible without your effort, and it can't be denied. Over to you, ma'am. If anyone have any question, or anyone want to add something, or want to share your experience, anything you want to, floor is open. You can unmute yourself and share your kind words. We are here to listen you all. Anything you want to share on this happy International Day, yeah, any quote you want to add, your experience, so we would love to hear you all.
Okay, thank you so much, Anu, for like saying such nice stuff. And thank you everyone who had been joining in. And I just felt really honored to have such a beautiful woman. I cannot do alone this, because of you, Anam, Hamna, like Varda, Myra, and all the organizing team who had put a lot of effort in it. It was really hard. It was on the short note, but I thought we should do something really great. We should want to like come on the single platform and share their thoughts and expressive. Inshallah, we are going to do a lot of this kind of seminars, speak like a series, inshallah, in the future. And I'm really happy to have you all here. Thank you everyone for joining in, and more power to you, every woman who is over here. And I love all the facilitators, all the speakers who are here and like share their experiences. Thank you so much everyone. Like it's always getting late, and everyone is texting me to say thank you everyone. Inshallah, we are going to meet tomorrow. It will be a 1 hour workshop, like empower her. So do join us on that. And thank you so much. And Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz to everyone out here, and Allah Hafiz from my side and from Team RT to all of you. Thank you so much.
Yes, we have a lot of pictures of it. Like I had took a lot of screenshots and everything. I was doing this the whole time. So inshallah, everything would be shared on the on our social media platform. We're going to share in the group as well. So after that, you can share it on your own platform or your personal profile. So don't take tension of this. I have tried my best to do this event, the successful one, with all my team. And thank you everyone for joining in. Allah Hafiz. Take care. Good night.